What's up, everyone out there? Rocket fans, how you doing? Yes, it's me. Long time no see on these Rocket shows. It's been since what, July? Summer League, June, July, whatever. It's me, KG, Kris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review. Just wanted to touch base with the family. Rocket fans, yes, I am alive. I'm still doing Rocket shows. Well, season's here now. So let's talk some Rockets. I made that thumbnail, and I'm curious of your thoughts on. I have my thoughts on this, and I was questioning the person who brought it up to me today. I was at the Houston Cougars coaches clinic earlier today. Great turnout. Lots of coaches, high school, all kinds of levels, men and women, to listen to the staff, U8 staff, and gain some knowledge and some insight on how the Cougs coaches do things. While I was there, someone who I hadn't seen in, 20 years, been in basketball, still is in basketball, connected in college and NBA circles, asked me my thoughts on. He's like, "Hey, Kris, what are your thoughts on the Jalen Green, Jimmy Butler trade rumors?" And I was like, "Huh? What? Yeah. You ever heard about that?" I said, "No, not really. I haven't been paying too much attention to it." He said, "Yeah." So that's what this is about, folks. Give me your thoughts on the deal, and I want to know. Give me your perspective. I mean, obviously, this is for Rocket fans to talk. Why would the Rockets want to do that? Explain to me if you're a Rockets fan. Would you want Jimmy Butler on these Rockets in a trade for Jalen Green? I can understand it from the Heat perspective because it extends Miami's window of competing for a championship. But from a Rockets perspective, why? I mean, honestly, why? Why? Somebody make it make sense to me. Why? I could see Tillman like contemplating, yeah, we need another star, and Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy is a real thing and all, but Jimmy Butler's 35 years old and has battled injuries and can't stay healthy. And you got to get through the season, the regular season, to get to the playoffs. And so, if you are someone in favor of this rumor of the Rockets acquiring Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Buckets, let me know. Give me your reasons why, because you're gonna have to do some selling on this one to convince me why it makes sense for the Rockets. X-Ray, how you doing? And while we're waiting for the comments to roll on in, reminder, or if you don't know, Sunday, October 13th, the Rockets are having their liftoff party. You needed to register at rockets.com. It is free to attend, but to give you a chance to get a look at your favorite team, see your favorite players, the Rockets. So if you haven't already, go to rockets.com and register for the liftoff party. I won't be there, had a prior commitment, and so I will miss it. But I'll be at the game on Tuesday when Rockets host the Pels, and then on Thursday. So I'll be here for the next two preseason home games. But C837, how are you? And it's I've noticed the AI transcribes C837 as the letter C and then 37 A's spelled out. I'm like, well, so the AI has limitations, clearly, things like that. But yeah, and the Jalen for Jimmy Butler rumors aren't new. Been around for like since the summer and or heated up again, I think last month in September, but someone else first ran that tossed it out there in June. But it just yeah, from a Rocky perspective, please make it make sense. Nah, hey, I'm not saying Jalen Green will be or signed to a long-term deal with the Rockets. I just don't see the Rockets trading someone as young as Jalen for someone as old as Jimmy Butler. So I don't understand. I don't understand that at all. So here's a new name. Thank you for chiming in. Is it June? John? Welcome. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Tell your friends about the show. We're back. I'm back. Talking Rockets. Got a lot of stuff on my plate. I'm going to start doing this more and more. Hey, this is real talk. Had been going through a lot of rocket show related setbacks. A lot of things I had hoped to happen the last few months haven't happened, but just got to keep pressing forward, and hopefully someone will come through and keep their word and actually be an annual sponsor for the show. Salute to Byron Riley, CPA, for coming through when he did. But Byron did it when he could for as long as he could. But he wasn't the person that had said that, yeah, man, I got you for a year. I got you. No. So that has hurt me. I have dealt with a lot of setbacks the last few months, a lot, and had me questioning a lot of things of what I'm going to do with this content here on the channel and going forward and all those things. But I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can. Bobby, a cougar, and I think in some capacity, Bobby. Jimmy's too old. Yeah, I just don't see it happening. Doesn't make sense. I know Tillman loves stars and superstars and all that kind of stuff, but no, it'd be a mistake in my opinion. And he wants a new contract too. No, no, and for a lot of money. No, no. X-Ray says I do not want to trade any young players for any oldies. Agreed. Again, if this were a Miami Heat show, I get it from their perspective. But from a Rocket perspective, this makes no sense to me. And based on what I read after I heard about it, it didn't seem like there were any legs to this rumor for the last few weeks. And then this person told me today, and I know that there were some NBA scouts who have been in town to watch the Cougs practice the last few days as the season as both seasons, you know, get close to it. So maybe the scouts are just, talking some junk and kicking things around and tossing stuff against the wall and see what sticks, things like that. So I'm not saying this rumor has any more legs to it. I don't see it making sense. And I'm going to stick to what I have learned over these 30 years of following hoops and covering hoops. Most of the big deals, the big trades that happen, we don't hear about. They're not reported, they're not leaked out, publicly. So we'll see. Like I said, it doesn't make any sense to me. But also, if you missed it on Thursday's edition, my noon show on Thursday, the Houston Roundball Review Takeover, I do talk Rockets there. And on Thursday's show, I mentioned this. I made it a clip, which is available on this YouTube channel. Rockets announced some arena and game experience enhancements. A lot of this stuff sounds pretty good. Toyota Center will debut a new scoreboard this season, showcasing a cutting-edge 6,200 square foot display. Lots of bells and whistles, blah, blah, blah. Here's how it looks. Take a look at that. That's pretty impressive. So that's how it looks. I'll get back to what the smoke and everything is. But yeah, I mean, I like that. Tillman spending some money. I like that. The new scoreboard includes 4 underbelly screens, creating crystal clear views for courtside and lower bowl seats. Additionally, the game control room has been upgraded from the previous area on the event level to the upper bowl of the arena. This move provides the Rockets production crew with a first-hand view of the scoreboard, allowing them to take the fan experience to the next level. The state-of-the-art scoreboard features brand new LED digital lighting elements, new audio speakers, and will aid with pregame introductions by incorporating smoke effects via rocket boosters intended to replicate a rocket launch and create a dynamic environment for fans. The boosters will also be utilized to help celebrate Rockets' victories. So, one more time, take a look at that. Those rocket boosters, the smoke. You see liftoff. So, that's what the new scoreboard, the jumbo scoreboard, looks like. If you're going to be at the game on Tuesday, I'll be there too. Come on by. Say hi if you can, because I don't expect a huge crowd turnout for a preseason game. But I'm just curious how things are, how everything's going to sound and look and all that great stuff. And basketball season is here. Football, yeah, it's here too, but I'm a basketball guy first and foremost. But Scooter, thank you for chiming in. Salute to you as well. What are your thoughts on the rumor? I'm not even sure how serious a rumor it is, but would you, Scooter, trade Jalen Green and others like Dylan Brooks and others, like picks involved too, to Miami for Jimmy Butler? Would you do that? Solo, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see names that who have been with me since the beginning. Yeah, I've been away for a few months, and like I said, it's been a tough few months. But Scooter says no, never. All right. Solo says, and Solo's been consistent on this. He says the Rockets do pull off a big deal and go for an established star from another team. Devin Booker is the person. Solo has been consistent on that. Agree. Like I said, I agree with this as well. Jimmy's too old and injury prone. I agree. From a Rocket perspective, this makes no sense whatsoever to me. None. X-Ray agrees. Yes, Booker. Time for Jimmy Butler was before he went to the Heat. And let me say this. I'm going to toss this out as your thoughts on this. If you agree with it. Because like I said, I don't think this is going to happen. I don't believe it makes any sense for the Rockets. But if it happened, do any of y'all agree with me that Jimmy Butler's attitude, mindset, brashness would be an issue for some of the other younger players on the Rockets and stunt their growth, stunt their development? How about that? The money part, Jimmy's gonna want max money, and he's old, and he doesn't play a lot of games in the regular season anymore, all of that. But would he be a help from a leadership perspective with the young guys here? How about that too? But, yeah, Cam is, I think, one of the guys mentioned in the deal. The rumor, Jalen, Cam, Dylan Brooks picks for Jimmy Butler. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. See, agrees. Say yes, potential risk for that. Also, so that's another reason why I don't think this deal makes any sense. But hey, it's rumors, and that's rumors. Folks tossed them out. Could have been an agent slash agency tossing out there to try to push one team to do something, one side or the other to do something. Who knows? Uh, but whatever. But yeah. All right, let's do this now. Any of y'all who are watching on YouTube, some maybe on Facebook as well, but any of y'all believe have changed your tune from recent old shows? Is Jalen Green? Should the Rockets give? Should the Rockets give Jalen Green a max contract? That's possible too. Somebody, like I said, it makes sense from a Heat perspective, not from a Rockets perspective. Not even close. Not even close. But should the Rockets sign Jalen Green to a max deal? May that be till the summer. X-Ray says after OKC, hell no. And okay, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on the preseason games, but what? I didn't watch the first game. TV was out. Just bad. Last weekend was awful as far as me and technology. But Solo says no. X-Ray says hell no. Scooters says at this moment it's still a risk giving Jalen a max deal. CA agrees. Not without proper production this year. We have to evaluate after this season. Okay. I agree. Should the Rockets sign Alp, Mr. Şengün, to a max deal? And for either one, for those who said no about Jalen, what would Jalen have to do this season to convince you that the Rockets would be wise to give him a max deal? It's got to be some numbers involved in it. Is it leadership? Is it lower turnovers? What is it that do you have in your mind what Jalen would have to do for the Rockets, for you to be good with the Rockets giving him a max deal? Blizzard Man, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for hearing about it or seeing it pop up on your notifications. Şengün, yes. CA says for sure, Şengün, yes. Who else would I give? Jalen, Şengün, period. That's it for me. Nobody else. Scooter says, so everybody, folks seem in agreement so far on everything discussed. Jamon, thank you for your comment. Good to hear from you. Want to get your thoughts on the earlier discussion. WK, I see you too. So WK and Jamon, what are your thoughts on what I made as a thumbnail for today's show? The rumor I heard today at the Cougs Coaches Clinic of Jalen Green to Miami for Jimmy Butler. Who says no? Or I can say no for sure. I think that's a no-brainer, but do y'all say no? All right, WK, thank you for your comment. X-Ray says Jalen needs to get the team moving, do better with the drives, etc. It's a list of things. So it's not necessarily numbers. But little things, intangibles you want to see as well. Solo says be consistent. And that's Justin. Thank you, Justin, chiming in as well. Like I said, I just don't see it from Rocket perspective at all. Trading Jalen for Jimmy. But Justin states what a lot of folks have stated already. What does Jimmy do for a younger team? Honestly, I agreed. Jalen is a glorified sixth man. Jamon's been consistent on this as well. Jamon, I think you're in with the Solo side as well about trade Jalen, but if you trade Jalen, somebody like Devin Booker makes more sense than Jimmy Butler. Agreed? WK sums it up right here about Jimmy. He's always injured, past his prime, and disruptive. Let's see. Agreed to max contract, Jalen. I think without him, the Rockets will not make a playoff. Y'all agree with that? Hmm. All right. Let me see. Y'all are all coming through with some great comment and insight. So let me give y'all some salutes here. Number one. Where is the good one? Where is the good one? There we go. Here we go. So no gas faces was so far for anybody. I don't believe we'll have any on this show at all. Anybody going to the liftoff on Sunday? Anybody going to attend the Rockets liftoff Sunday? What time did this start? Was it 11:30? I think it's 11:30. You got to register. The Rockets have upgraded their concession stands, things like that. That's true. He was pretty. I think his look today this year was pretty mild. I think it was, if I remember seeing that correctly about Jimmy in media day. Let me see. Yep. The liftoff party, 11:15. So all guests must register at rockets.com. It's free. So who's going to be at the liftoff party? Tell me about it. Tell me what you see, because like I said earlier, I have a prior commitment. And I didn't even think about the Rockets having their fan fest on the 13th. So I even thought that would be a possibility. I just made other plans. So it is a weird time. I want to say it's been later in previous years. Justin agreed. Let me see here. Devin Booker is a better fit. We all agree on that. Like X-Ray. All right. Other platform. Y'all know my platform is a little bit different because I'm not a Rocket fan. Okay. Y'all are the fans. I'm covering them. I'm not a fan of the Rockets. I think the line gets too blurred when you're a fan of a team you cover. I'm not a Rockets fan. I am a Detroit Pistons fan. Have been for going on close to 40 years. Wow. Steven Adams, I think he's going to be a great fit for the Rockets in the locker room, on the floor, all of that. We can talk about this as well. We're going to do this. We're going to do the prediction and stuff more. And J-Mon consistent on this too, with playoffs or bust. I'm not there as well. I'm more play in. I'm still. I think I told some of my guys, my buddies at media day, I'm around 43 wins for the Rockets. 43, maybe max out at 45, maybe. I don't see them finishing worse than it'd be a step back, obviously, if they go 40 and 42. But in that window, 40 at the worst and then 45 at the most. Something like that. Justin, really? You don't think they have an identity? What do y'all think about that? I mean, I think the identity of the team is defense, physical. I want to say that has become their identity. Their defense, they're more physical. They get after you on defense. I think that has become their identity. So a grade I give the Rockets drafting Reed Shepherd. I think Reed is going to be a hell of a player. And if you want to, then they didn't do much else. Jack McVay forced overtime. I hated that. preseason overtimes just be banned. Games ended a tie. Oh, but let's see. Oh, Lizard Man says highly doubts playoff is possible. Still too many low IQ players on the squad. I'll say this. Rockets without Fred VanVleet. Whew. It's that without him against OKC and out and clearly OKC has a lot of good individual defenders and they play good, solid team defense. And I think it'd be better when they have play more games together. But yeah, and when the Rockets did not get the ball to LP first, their offense, I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? What is it? Too many points early in the game. It had no purpose, no flow. It made no sense. I don't know what the hell it was. And it was like Coach Udoka had to call timeout. I know you need to get the ball down to Şengün, right? Let's start right there. I mean, it was just like, oh yeah, like comes on, yeah. I agree. I like Reed's game. I'm not a fan of his anchorman look, but hey, I'm not sure if that's part of the hazing thing for him or whatever. But he can shoot. He is more than just a 3-point shooter. Jamon says overall, because Justin, everybody else, Blizzard Man. Well, you made just your thoughts known, but Solo, CA, who else is in here? X-Ray, Scooter, WK. What do y'all think? What are y'all predicting for wins? What are your expectations for the team this year? I know it's phase 2, and I think they're relying on internal improvement. Tari Eason being healthy. I mean, that is obviously helpful, clearly. I like the depth. But again, the Rockets offense when Fred is not playing or sitting on the bench. Mm. 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 Boy. Well, X-Ray says that's the way it feels about JG. Don't think he can lock in the team. I mean, we'll see Tuesday. It's a different team. Like I said, OKC is different. They're going to cause a lot of folks problems because of their defense. I mean, they are. They really are. I think Reed's growth will be helpful and have him run the offense. That'll be helpful for sure because it's needed. That's clear to me. It's needed. CA says bottom seed playoff team. Okay, I'm being picky now. Are we talking playoff or play in? Because bottom seed playoff technically is 6. And then play in starts 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you got to win your way in to get to the playoffs. So CA, be more specific. Scooter says play in is more realistic. I think I'm more along that vein. I do agree with this. The Rockets, I mean, 43 wins is a little bit above average. I think that's what they are. They're a little bit above average. They're not elite. Not there yet. I'm not sure what it's going to take for them besides time together and probably another impact player. Justin says, I don't see any clear-cut number ones on the team just yet. Maybe Şengün, but I feel right now a lot of them are good role players. Bobby's hitting on it right here. Tillman expects a lot this year. Play in the playoffs should be expected. Bobby asks, I wonder how long Tillman will be patient if they don't make the playoffs at a minimum. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's gonna come down to. Jamon, it's easy to add wins to a bad team by adding veterans like they did last year. Now, now's the part where it starts to get tough. Yeah, Solo's going a little higher in expectations, 45 to 50 wins for Solo. Wow. Why so high? Solo, what about this team you like so much? Get that high. CA says play in. That's a little bit different. Solo, you kind of by yourself. You living up to your name. Solo right now. Jun says no flow in a game with Amin at point guard because he can't shoot outside. Yeah, shooting point guard. Yep. Two non-shooters. Amin shooting. Yeah. They do have some questions. Blizzard Man is coming from the top rope more and more. Doesn't get the obsession over Amin. His shooting is catastrophic. Spacing will be so bad, but he does everything else well. I mean, he's a good defensive player. He's good on cutting to the basket. He's good in the dunker spot. Got a really quick second jump. A lot of different things he does well. Shooting is not a strength, obviously. Clearly, we all know that. Let me see. The hierarchy is not established yet. I think that's fair. Role players shouldn't play hero Michael Jordan ball. Should pass the ball. Well, yeah. Jamon 42 to 44 wins. Just outside. And see, that's the thing. Okay, let's get into that as well. Solo says the reason for his 50-win prediction is the continuity. Hmm. But yeah, WK is has typed what I'm want to discuss. The other teams in the West: OKC, Minnesota, Dallas, Denver, New Orleans, Memphis, Golden State, Phoenix. Not accounting for injury, should all be better than the Rockets. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 right there, right? Yeah. So that's 8. OKC for sure. I mean, for sure. They are clearly the top team in the West. They are the favorite this year to win Western Conference and reach the NBA Finals. We'll see how they live up to higher expectations for them. But I mean, clearly they are the favorite, clearly. But OKC, Minnesota, Dallas for sure, Denver, those 4 are definitely better than the Rockets, no doubt. Memphis, I think I'm waiting to see. Mm, New Orleans, yes, if Zion stays healthy. I'm not as sold on Golden State yet. Phoenix, they stay healthy, yes. Golden State, I need to see it. But even then, Golden State, be the 8th team. Golden State, Sacramento, 8, 9. I think those teams are still better than Rockets. But yeah, you getting Rockets better than Lakers. Yes. Warriors and the Suns are more close to the Rockets level than than the others that we just named. Yeah. Josh said this, folks forgetting about he's just talking to build up his teammates. No one's forgotten about Ja. No one's forgotten about the Grizzlies. A lot of different publications have picked them top 4 in the West. Yeah. I want to see it. I want to see how their front court depth looks, how Triple J, if he can stays healthy, how Zach Edey does in the NBA. So I do have some questions about them. But WK says all those teams have a guy or guys. Houston has half a guy for now, looking for others. I'm going to say this at some point, hopefully before the season starts, going to have a interview or conversation, to chat with Cody Davis, Cody is now covering the Detroit Pistons for the Detroit News. Want to give his thoughts on the vibe in Detroit with the Pistons, how different it is from last year's vibe. It's night and day. I'm telling you, it's just night and day. I saw that. I have not seen the article, Justin. I'll look for it. Okay, Fred can say he didn't want to come in to be a rental. That's nice. That's nice. But I'm not convinced he'll be here next season. I'm just saying. I have my doubts about that. But yeah, Cody's he's enjoying himself. It's different. It's a different vibe. Detroit media department is different than Rockets media department. But I think Cody's going to be in for a lot of wins soon in Detroit. But yeah, biggest difference is Monty Williams is gone. The offense looks like an actual offense. Wow. All right, let me see here. Jamon, what I think about the trade that Houston did with the Nets. I understood it. Not necessarily agree with it, but I understood it. The logic behind it. And I'm curious to see how this season progresses in college hoops. A lot of folks, the top of the draft is solid. I'm not sure how deep the rest of the draft is in terms of quality depth. So we'll see. Agreed, Justin. Money was just there for a payday. He got it. Good for him. He's gone now. He can take care of his family and take a break and think about if he wants to get back into coaching and be a head coach, because he just wasn't in the last season at all, clearly. But from what I saw, Detroit did against Phoenix in the preseason game last night. I was like, who is this? Who is this team? Where's this team been? Man, yes, Book didn't play. I know, but wow, looks like a team. Yes, Tillman does spend the money. So far, I didn't see. If I missed it, I apologize, but chime in. Any of y'all going to be at the Rockets party tomorrow? Rockets liftoff party. Who's going to be there? Just, give me your thoughts on it. It's a fun thing. It's for the fans. It's a fan event, fan-friendly event. Started at a kind of a strange time. And don't the Texans play at noon tomorrow too? Right? They play the Patriots. I think it's a noon game, right? So the liftoff party, 11:15, I think. So 11:15, 11:30. WK's in Dallas. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, see, Justin says it's too early of a start. That's why I can't make it. I got a prior commitment. So yeah, I can't make it. And I won't be done with my stuff until like 1. So it's kind of a strange time. But I don't know, man. Because I would have thought the Rocket players would have wanted to watch the Texans game and then come have the fan fest after the Texans game. I don't know. Just saying. But whatever. All right. That'll do it. Just wanted to let everybody know that the LTHR shows are back. Season is here. I even had a thought of try something different. Doing a post-game show after this Tuesday or Thursday's home game. One of the 2 home games. Just something different. Get a different perspective. Like a post-game show for a home game. We do it every so often for the road games, and that will continue. But so stay subscribed to the channel. Click on the bell so you can receive notifications when new vids are posted, when the next Let's Talk Houston Rockets show is posted. So Tuesday or Thursday, I do a post-game show after a home game. Probably Thursday, see what Wemby does. But everybody, great to hear from you. Thank you for sticking with me. We're going to keep going, keep pressing forward. You got some folks in mind who want to commit to the Roundball Review and advertise? Let me know. Have them email me at advertise@thehrr.com. Going to resume my push for advertising on the homepage for text links. Very reasonable price and annual price. Very, very reasonable. So advertise at thehrr.com for that. So everyone, let me get this ready because it's been a long time. So let me go ahead and do it. Got to find it again. But all right, to the family. See you again. See you in a few days. And always, y'all know it. Since 1994, the Houston Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective. Everybody, take care.
Game over.
Peace.